Hey everybody, this is your December 2019 market update. 2019 was a fantastic year in the real estate market. So let's take a look at the numbers and what happened. And then we'll take a look at what's going to happen in 2020. So in the month of December, sales was up 17.4%. We can see that the price has also increased almost 12%. Days on market is 2 days shorter, which generally in December with all the holidays coming up, people aren't really house shopping. They're more present shopping. What we can see is that new listings and active listings are both down significantly. So when there isn't enough inventory, when there isn't enough supply and the increase in sales and demand is there, what's gonna happen with price? Gonna go up. So the months of inventory is at 1.7 months. We're looking at the last few months, it's been fairly consistent. Actually, this past year, it's been consistent around the 2 months of inventory. So what we're gonna see in 2020 is probably more or less the same that we've seen in the last few years. That's the shortage of supply. Months of inventory is still gonna be low. The demand is still gonna be there. We still have low unemployment. Interest rates are still very low. So what we're probably going to see is more or less the same. Months of inventory hovering around the 2 months, maybe even lower in different subsegments. So if you're thinking of making a move, you probably want to sell high and buy low. So if you're looking at the market in 2020, if you are in a townhouse, condo, or a semi, there's going to be a lot of demand and a lot of people probably fighting for those types of properties, whether you're buying or selling. So there's going to be a lot of competition. This is going to create a lot of upward pressure on price. So if you're looking at the detached market, whether you're buying or selling, there's probably going to be a little bit less of competition in that price point. And obviously, the higher you go, the less competition there will be or less activity. So as you go into the detached market, there might be some opportunity for you to find a deal or get in there with less competition. So this is a great time to upsize. So let's take a look at the numbers for Mississauga. Months of inventory is below the GTA average at 1.4 months of inventory. Condos and townhouses in Mississauga are below 1 month of inventory at 0.9. So things are selling out before the month even ends. Semis are going crazy in Mississauga. They are at 0.5 months of inventory. So things are selling out before the middle of the month. Detached is where there is some room in Mississauga at 2.7 months of inventory. It's a little bit above average of the GTA, but still overall, if you look at it just on its own, it's still in a seller's market. Probably a little bit less competitive than the more entry-level segment, but still it's very healthy at 2.7 months. Things are still moving. It's still a seller's market. So if you're thinking of making a move in 2020, get started early. Be prepared for when the time comes, you might have to act a little faster and a little bit quicker. The market is moving along very well, and it's going to be pretty strong from what we see in 2020 unless the government steps in again, or ultimately if the supply issue is resolved. With the limited amount of options out there, the good properties are going to sell really well. So if you're thinking of making a move, give us a shout, give us a call. We're here to help, and until then, we'll see you next Wednesday.